Buenos tardes, amigos, amigas, from Chapala, here at the American Legion. I met this gentleman named Ross, and he's a professional writer. And he's a tourist, a kibitzer, he's a travel tipper. I'm reading from his business card some things. Road trip enthusiast, canoe trip guide. Wow, I can keep going on. Former marathon runner. He's got 2 hole-in-ones playing golf. He was a left winger in hockey, not professional, but he's done a lot of many things. He was a Munich Olympic busboy. I can just go on, and he's quite a man. And sorry for this lengthy introduction, but here is Ross from Canada. He's going to talk about whatever he chooses to talk about. So go ahead, Ross.
Well, I'm down here in Mexico for 19 days now in Chapala for dental tourism. I'm down here seeing a dentist who I met 15 years ago in Canada, and it's going to cost me less than half what it would have cost in Canada to get the crowns and all the good work done. So I'm here for 19 days to get work done and to save money.
Okay, now you want to talk a little bit about your experiences here, a little bit more?
About Chapala?
Yeah, anywhere in Mexico you've been, maybe.
Yeah, so I arrived here 3 days ago, and can you believe it? The dentist herself met me at the airport in Guadalajara, brought me here, got me in my Airbnb. The next day, they worked on me for 6.5 hours, and they were long hours. I was worried because right next to the dentist office was the Hertz car rental place, and I hoped the dental work didn't hurt, and it didn't. But anyway, the next day, they gave me a day to rest, and then they brought me in again for 4.5 hours for the dental work. This is a lot of work for a very highly professional Mexican dentist. They're all highly trained, they've got great equipment from around the world, and I'm so happy to be here for dental tourism.
Wow, that's great. Now, you are also, you were mentioning you're a tour guide as well, is that correct?
Yes, I live in Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario, which is 10 miles only from Niagara Falls, which is one of the wonders of the world. And every day for the last 12 months at 10 o'clock in the morning, I meet people right near the clock tower in Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario, and I take them on an hour and a half long tour. And it's not heavy history. I call it historical and hysterical. I have some facts, but also I give them a couple good local jokes too. And at the end of the tour, they give me a nice tip. It's helping to pay for my student loans.
Okay. I'm quite impressed with you, with all the things you've done and that you do. Now, your hockey, you want to talk a little bit about your hockey? You were a left winger for hockey.
I was a left winger.
Yeah, for hockey.
Because I played for the Sudbury Wolves junior hockey up in northern Canada. Then I went to Cornell University and played hockey at Cornell University.
Oh.
But I knew going there that I would never play because they were number 1 in the nation at the time. My sophomore year, there were 29 wins and no losses. People say, how were you as a hockey player? I say I was unremarkable. I was okay. I was unremarkable. But nobody had more fun than I did playing hockey.
Wow, well that's quite humble. Being quite humble, I was talking with Ross, mentioning that I have a friend, a very good friend, who played pro hockey for 15 years. He did an interview with his channel. He's now retired. Almost Ross's age, not quite Ross's age, but anyway, we're not going to ask you your age. You look really good.
I'm 75.
75.
And your friend John Bloom, I think his name was?
Yes, John Blum.
John Blum. He's a great player if he played in the NHL. Again, I'll repeat, I was unremarkable. But I had more fun. I was good enough to play junior hockey, then I went to Cornell college hockey, but unremarkable.
Anyways, you're quite well, and we're going to talk more. We're not going to talk about his writing profession in the video, but he is a professional writer. And if you come down here and you're here while he's still here, you can stop him. He's very approachable, very friendly, and he'll give you more history of his writing, his professional writing. Very interesting.
Yeah, what I do, where I live, it's a town of 15,000 people, a very historic town, and I look for things that are absurd in my little town. In every town, whether it be Lac Chapala or Dearborn, Michigan, or Niagara-on-the-Lake, there's things that are absurd. when I write every week a column, an 800-word column for the paper. I am never sarcastic or mean. What I look for is something that's absurd, and then I poke fun at it with a message, okay? I try to make my points with a bit of humor. It'd be easy to be sarcastic and mean, but I'm never sarcastic or mean because that just makes people feel badly. So what I do, I poke fun with a message in my writing.
All right, very nice, very nice, very kind, considerate, and thoughtful of what you say about others. And I want to appreciate you doing this YouTube interview.
Yeah, just a second, Chris. One quick thing. You just used the very beautiful word, thoughtful. The word that I'm really on to the last year or two, and in fact I have a big button that I wear. It says, be kind. Be thoughtful and be kind. We should all be kinder, okay, to each other. If the world was kinder, it'd be a better place to live, wouldn't it?
It certainly would, and I agree totally.
So let's be thoughtful.
Fully, rather. Thank you very much for this interview, Ross. You've been a great help to this channel, and very insightful and professional man here. Very glad to meet you. It was a privilege and a pleasure. So, any final thoughts?
No, as I look up from the dentist's chair, I look at the ceiling, and she's got all kinds of posters up on her ceiling. Good things to think about. One is, be the kind of person you would like to be for a friend, and if you want respect, be the first person to give it. Okay, so those are great little expressions. Okay, but be kind.
Okay, very wise words. Put in a nutshell. So thanks once again, Ross. And,
my pleasure, sir.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day. Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
From the American Legion here, Post 7 in Lake Chapala, in Chapala, Mexico. Gracias.
Good night.